Right, so I have returned once again today to actually deliver a stream of Initial D. The first stage, I should really say as well, to be honest. I just realised also I didn't put my microphone up. That would probably help. I just realised I didn't put my microphone up. I was like, wait a minute, I can't hear myself. Right, now we're working. I do believe we're actually working now. Alright, we're actually good to go. So I actually have returned. If I actually can turn my audio now down before I actually kind of get any audio bleed. And it's actually also very itchy today as well. It's a goddamn disaster already. Goddamn disaster. So I actually have returned to cover some more Initial D on this stream. Probably I'm going to cover chapters, episodes 20 to 22, which is actually kind of like the final stretch of the whole entire series. And yeah, we left off last. We actually kind of finished off the whole entire battle with Takumi versus Marco, which actually happens to be the kind of the best race this whole entire series thus far. And yeah, actually kind of see what else actually doesn't really happen here, especially now we're going into like the kind of the final stretch of the entire series, or season 1, not the series itself. As we treat it as it's still only a season 1 of the whole entire show. It's still 1998. We don't know season 2 is coming out, so final stretch of the whole entire series. Anyway, enough talk of my bad ways of actually explaining things. Let's actually put on. It's actually gone live. Right, and put that there. And I do believe with that we actually are good to go. Yes, we actually are. So actually can get this show on the road. Let's actually start this thing in 3, 2, 1. So start this thing absolutely now. I also believe the opening changes as well, doesn't it? It has. We've got an OP change, bro. It's Into the Night by it's still Into Night. It's Into Night by Move, if I remember correctly. Okay, actually my favorite song by them, besides Blazing Beat and Around the World. I think Into the Night is my favorite one. It's what actually got me into the band. But yeah, God, this show was just ridiculously good. I say every single time I stream this show, but God. It's like I like the more emotional parts of this whole entire show as well, because again, it's one of those things that it's not just a race. It's kind of like it's almost not even it's not a way of life either. Well, it kind of is, but at the same time, it's not just explaining it that way as well. It's more so like you can tell what it means to actually be a part of that whole entire world and actually what it comes with it essentially. I liked Marco's actual involvement in the whole entire narrative because she actually didn't really actually have a very, very interesting, actually very intricate part of this whole entire. She played an intricate part of this whole entire show. Actually, how it is to be viewed in the actual world of racing. And I actually kind of like the whole entire idea. Because again, it kind of doesn't really then bring in its entire idea of what the stigma can really be behind it all. And it kind of fleshes out this entire world. Actually, kind of doesn't really tell us, even though it's something that everyone doesn't really actually kind of look upon, actually kind of enjoy. It's one of those things that doesn't really also come with some semblance of repercussions as well. May that be from an emotional side or something else, but it's actually very interesting. We're actually getting the beach episode in episode 20. It's the actual, how do you say it? I don't know what the word is. It's like I'm terrible when it comes to English, I swear to God. I'm terrible when it comes to English. It's like the rite of passage for an anime, like when it's like really long running, there has to be at least one episode that's dedicated to the beach episode. As always. See, without the hot springs episode, it has to happen. Takumi just wants the vibe. The poor boy wants the vibe. Will they date? But in this whole entire series, that's the real question. Will Ikutani actually have the actual, like, the feels? That's the real question, bro. So yeah, I guess there is kind of a lot behind this whole entire thing with Ikutani as well, to be honest. It's one of those things that she can just in theory just kind of just brush off and just not think about it again. There was a lot going on before the entire race. Love how I actually watch another show now, or watch a movie that actually involves drifting. I'm like, can they do that? Is it possible? Are they using the right technique? That's me every single time now. Just sitting there, just like deciphering techniques used in drifting. So it's interesting that they're doing for a kind of view the actual title as something that is actually a detriment rather than anything else. I'm glad I actually cleared that one up. Bruh. Bruh. Under the billboard where they first met. At 8 PM, there's a time and place for it as well. God damn. Itsuki did proclaim like 7 times that you don't need a girlfriend when you're racing, bro. Racers don't need girlfriends, as he said. That was his words. He's got to keep by him. He's got to keep by him. Ooh! Not Kayasu. What's that mean? Ryosuke's in the wallet. What does it mean? Ikutani, what's happening here? Oh. So this is like a puzzle in of itself. Uh oh. To be honest, Ryosuke's kind of cool, so I understand. He a cool dude. He just sits there and watches races and be like, bro, I could do this now. This is a vibe check for this poor boy. This is a vibe check for this poor boy. Hello, hello. He is cool though. He do be cool, boy. Uh-oh. A rivalry. A rivalry. He has now realized the bitter truth of life. But by the end of the episode, Ikutani will actually join in the whole entire idea of like racists don't need girlfriends. He will join and be like, bruh, we don't need them, bro. We don't need them, bro. Damn. just got told. Uh oh. He's still feeling. Boy's still feeling. He's feeling the feels. He's got that feel with no GF. That's the problem. That's the feel he's got currently. Enjoying youth. That is a concept, bro. Doesn't happen. Don't enjoy youth. Just goes away instantly. But when you say you have no chance, you're just admitting defeat, bro. Bro, he's admitting defeat. You can't be like that. You can't be saying, bro, she's out of my league. Just that don't fly, bro. That don't fly. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards. What do you teach us as kids? We gotta believe in the heart of the cards. We actually will get there. I mean, yeah, sometimes people get sent to Shadow Realm, but in the end, you just gotta believe in the heart of the cards. God damn it! You don't give up like that. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Can't say it. Those are words of defeat. God damn it, Ikutani. Gotta keep at it, bro. Don't let your dreams be dreams. At least Boss is cool though. Boss is cool. He's just like, bro, don't admit defeat like that. Don't be doing that, bro. It's a show about racing, but you're actually getting dating advice now. It's like, what? Love? That exists? Huh? Bro's got a race over there. Pep talk of the century though, right? just straight out, just basically said, just don't be an idiot. Chase your dreams, bro. You're in love. You gotta get there. Don't drive too fast though. This is initial D, bro. This is initial D, bro. He's got to get there, whereas it's just like, bruh, it's like this is tense. If I could be on the edge of my seat right now and it wouldn't break, I probably would be on the edge of my seat right now. It's because everyone when they're young, they're like that, bro. It's a fact of life. You gotta accept that. When you're young, you kind of just don't know what's going on. You just like, oh, bruh, what is this I'm feeling? Even though I sound like I'm 40. when I say it like that, I'm 40 years old. I'm like 23. God damn it. I hate how whenever I speak about a topic, I sound like I'm actually 20 years older than I actually am and experience everything in life. I'm just I'm still just like in my early like 20s. I'm like, bruh. It's gotta get there. He's gonna come in just like over the edge of the goddamn mountain, just be like, bro. Come on, God, get him there. Just take the wheel and just get him there. Oh shit. How's he gonna get out of this? How's he gonna get out of this one? Does he admit defeat? Does he not believe in the heart of cards anymore? Does he just accept life? And now he might never actually get in a relationship with Marco at all because the boy has an inferiority complex because you just like that when you're that young. That's the real question. What happens here now, bros? Damn. She did a donut. Oh no, he's gonna get there. If only he had mobile phones. If only this was 20 years later. You could have just been like, bruh, I'm gonna be late. There's an accident. Just don't worry about it. I'll be there. If only 1998 didn't have mobile phones at that point, like widespread. Ikatani, you dumb boy. You dumb boy. He knows not dumb. He's still young. He makes mistakes. We all do. Poor boy. He's feeling it now. He's feeling it. He's feeling it, Mr. Krabs. You know when you're Mr. Krabs, you're feeling it. He's feeling it. He's honestly feeling he's got that feel of no GF. He understands that feel when no GF. That's the problem now. Like when you know when you can't like you just sitting there, you just can't like that feel when no GF. He's feeling it. Ikatani is the boy of no. He is the boy of no GF. But once again, as our boy Itsuki says, racers don't need girlfriends. Even though clearly he does want a girlfriend, but he will tell himself he doesn't need one. Oh, young love, how complicated it be? It do be complicated though, good episode overall, I must say. It's a nice kind of break from the entirety of Pardon the Pun, because breaks in cars. Well, hey. One per stream. It's a nice break away from racing and actually just look at the characters and actually kind of have a breather. Cause it's kind of nice because these characters have done a lot this whole entire show. Actually, kind of how then a break is kind of nice. It allows them to breathe. Let's actually kind of realize that there is more than just racing itself. We're actually doing for it to actually have a nice time. Whether or not actually wanting for it to be any repercussions for this episode, that's to wait and see. But I do actually hope that Ikutani and Marco actually do manage to actually kind of just reconcile and actually just go, yeah, I was kind of dumb back then. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna say sorry, and then boom. Hopefully everything is fixed. Probably not, but who knows? I don't. I want them to be happy. They sound like they could be a good couple if everything just didn't go the way it did. But I do be life though. I do be life. Man, that Phil win no GF. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm feeling it. Let's see how it all unfolds next time then. Let's see how it all unfolds on episode 21. If it ever loads. Let's get through the Funimation logo, which actually always is really bad, really goddamn long for some reason. Right, and actually, let's reset that. That's right. Right, let's put our old tweet out and say we actually watched episode 21. My nose. I've got allergies today, like really badly. Like I don't understand. I promise I don't understand why. It's like allergy season anymore. My nose is just going, bro, save me. I'm like, I don't know how to. Right, I do believe we actually are good to go. Let's refresh this actually. God damn it, an advert, really? Right, so let's continue. So let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. But yeah, I mean, this show's adorable when you think about it in a kind of weird way. It's kind of adorable. It's about life, bro. This whole entire show is just about life itself when you think about it. It's just about them just experiencing the trials and the trials and tribulations. Is that how you say it? I don't know. The many misadventures of life itself, and actually realizing that maybe we're all just young and dumb. And sometimes don't realize these things. We actually have to realize them because it's actually very important. If we don't realize them, bruh, it might be too late. Who knows? But the overall feeling is that film and no GF. That's the real feeling. I've got a playlist of lonely Eurobeat races. Actually does exist on YouTube as well. It's a whole entire playlist dedicated to when the vibe is off. You don't feel that vibe. You're just like, bro, this ain't the vibe. I'm glad as well, because even though the songs themselves are depressing, they do bop a lot. Eurobeat's got that power of just being like a depressing genre of music, but also having a mass amount of good songs in it. I don't know why, but all catchy songs also have a really, really dark undercurrent to them. The more I think about it, all of them do. It's really weird. Man. Oh, how it is to be young, as they say. Not a care in the world besides love itself, and also racing, and also what you actually might in theory do when you get home. Oh, how I've missed thee. Dark Tape Deathmatch, even though it's very dangerous, actually was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. Just kind of an interesting thing. It's also a good name for a band. Duct Tape Deathmatch as well. Don't know what songs would Duct Tape Deathmatch sing though. It's the real question. Damn, million yen. For inflation, probably around about 3 million, 3 million at this point. About maybe 2.5 million inflation. If that's how it works out, especially it's only 20 years ago though, so I don't think it probably will be that much. But nah, it'd be quite a lot. The problem is this cars have gone up in value as well ever since like the ever since like this show got popular. Plus, then considering the age of the car itself, they actually can just widely buy an 8.6. So if this show was like the 90s and the car itself is 10 years old already, god damn. It's 30 years old, the car. It's almost 40. God, 1980 was like almost 40 years ago at this point. Jesus Christ. God, I feel so old. It feels so weird. The 2000s were like 20 years ago at this point. I'm like, God. It feels so strange. I feel so old. I'm like 23. Oh shit! That's in like 2 weeks. We got to keep the date on lockdown. We got to keep that in mind because it's September 15th soon. We've got to do anniversary. 22 years since they actually fought, I guess. Boy, it's important. Poor Morgie. Morgie is best girl though. Marco's also tied best girl, I think, as well. If I'm correct, she has the same voice actress as Saber from FGO, from Fate in general. The real question is, can you actually drift a boat with just your feet? And when you actually when you pedal with your feet, can you actually drift it? That's the real question. Who knows, bro? Once again, defeative attitude in a show. It's just like, bruh, can't be like that. Got to be in the heart of the cards. There's a 1 per stream. Damn, I actually thought we actually might be able to just get the timing of the actual episode and the time in real life together in one, but alas, it's 1 hour later. God damn it! We could have been like, bruh, it's the same time in real life as it is in the anime. Oh, it's the kiss. It's a possible kiss. A romance is born. A romance is born. Izzy just shout in the corner, just like, racists don't need girlfriends. Izzy just shouting out in the corner. Alas, it's kind of cute though. At least we actually have one romance in the show. That's kind of cool. If only Ikitani actually would have got there faster. If only he actually would have been able to actually fly, he might actually be able to get a GF as well. Alas. Alas. So probably what I'll do off this stream is do a 23, 24, 25, 26. And actually do it that way, I think. Well, it's better that way, I think, as well, because so if it was 24, I could have just done two free episode streams, but this is 26, a little bit more awkward. Either that, I just can't do math. One of the two, probably the second one actually. I can't do math. There is a big race coming up as well. That's the problem. It's not just the prior, but now the future. Itsuki. He's realised he's put 2 and 2 together. Actually, got 17. He broke the bro code. He broke the bro code. We literally have that film when no GF crew here. God, I love those. I love them so much. It's just so goddamn good. There's just a bunch of goofs. I love that about this show as well. Like, everyone just goofs off randomly. It's nice. Oh man. Just like, was that all? It's like, wow. Just talking about from just normal Taki to Chad talking in like 10 seconds. Itsuki's just kind of like, bro, it's just a bro code's broken. Absolutely destroyed. Stratosphere now, that bro code. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. It's only the first date. He can't do it. It's against the rules. Is it like the fourth date in Kaguya-sama? It's taboo before like the fourth date. Second date, you start holding hands, bro. Hand holding itself is taboo, bro. Of how these guys are racing, everyone else just thinking about girls and relationships. Oh, the two sides of initial D. How interesting they are. Oh boy, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. Wait, sneeze. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, God bless me. You're waiting for that all day. That really hurt as well. God, that really hurt. Oh, it's starting, boys. It's starting. Tuffy's very no thoughts, head empty right now. He's the ultra mood that I'm actually currently feeling as well. I'm feeling that no thoughts, head empty as well. good episode overall as well. Actually, it's igniting, pardon the pun. The actual romance of this whole entire anime as well actually does in free. It's actually a very apparent theme in this whole entire show, is the idea of like love itself as well. How cliche it might sound, but it's actually a running theme. I actually quite like it. It's actually kind of cute. Don't know why. I like the deviations. Is that a pun? This show actually does as well, because it actually is kind of. It's very interesting. It doesn't ever feel like it's just the same thing constantly. It just has a different. It has a different course. Pardon the pun. For every single episode, just kind of feel. Every episode kind of feels different. I actually kind of like that about this show. It doesn't ever feel like it's just the same thing constantly. And certain events do in theory progress certain parts of the whole entire, like micro parts of the narrative itself as well. And I actually kind of like that. I like Moggy and Takumi together. They're actually kind of adorable. They're just an adorable pair when you think about it. They're one of those. They're two characters actually do very work quite well together. Actually, seeing a bit more about how it was in the past as well. Actually, is very interesting as well. Actually, how it doesn't really then lead to the actual eventual romance. It's good. I like it. How this whole entire thing will actually play into the rest of the narrative, it actually is yet to be seen. But I'm actually quite interested. We're just to see actually how it does play into like season 2 and season 3, or. Is it season 3 or season 4 technically? Because season 3 is a film. It's confusing. But also kind of interesting to see how he does in 3 then, how he then kind of possibly wins the actual eventual race between him and Ryosuke as well, because it actually is very important. He actually has kept up his end of his bargain as well, but actually not losing, but I want to see how he does in 3 actually kind of win against them. Because it's not any, once again, as I said beforehand with this show, it's not no race is easy. Every single race has something going on that kind of makes you go, shit, boy, can you actually get out of this one? I don't know. Actually, it's the final stretch, the whole entire series now, though. We're in the final stretch. I've got to reset that as well before I forget. So we'll actually forget to actually reset that as well. Let's actually play it. Actually get rid of the Funimation logo. And as I always do, it's actually put on. It's actually gone live. Gone live. Continuing on, I should say, really. Right. Let's actually put a tweet out. So we're gonna watch episode 22. So then we do 23, 24, 25, 26 afterwards. That's actually probably how it will play out for the rest of the actual of season 1. I would have probably done just 2 more 3-episode streams, but considering just kind of it's 26, it's a bit awkward because it's not 3-3, it's 3-4 episodes. So you've got to do 4 either this time or next time. That's how the math plays out in my head, I think. Anyway, enough talk of my inability to actually do math. It's actually shown a road. So in a 3, a 2, a 1, to start this thing absolutely now. But yeah, this show is this show's got a very interesting kind of structure to it. Once again, it doesn't ever feel like every single thing's exactly the same. It feels like there's like stuff complements certain things as well, and it actually kind of doesn't free then bring out more things because of it. And I actually kind of like that this show. It just always constantly feels like it's doing something more than what is needed essentially. It doesn't ever feel like it's just like, oh yeah, this is a show about racing and that's it. It feels like there's a show about a lot of different things. I found my doorbell just go just then. I thought who requires my presence? But yeah, I mean, I like this because it's sowing the seed for season 2 in a way. And actually, you can tell that it's gonna play a massive part into season 2 as well. Whether or not there actually will be like characters from the past that come back actually doing through fix a lot of things that were going on, that's yet to be seen. But it's actually kind of nice what they're doing with this show. It's very adorable. It's very different. It's very adorable as well. I actually kind of like it because of it. I also kind of like Takumi as well because Takumi's just he's just vibing. The boy's just vibing. He's on his own vibe, bro. He's doing his own vibe. But yeah, let's actually see what happens episode 22. Someone entire shows about trying to save their bro. About saving their bro now. Because his bro is just daydreaming about love. Love, we don't need that, we're racers. That's the mood, you don't need that, bro. We're racers, bro. I do actually wonder, like, what different techniques will be used in the final battle. Because considering that we've basically seen about, was it Myriad? That's how you say it? Is one of them. Different techniques being used. We actually then have Ryosuke actually kind of learning different techniques as well, actually then understanding how races kind of do in free function. So it makes me wonder whether or not this actually doesn't free them play a massive role into the possibility that actually will in free be a race that you can't predict at all. You know, more so beforehand it's always been like that, but even more so now in this race. Or not this race, but the race coming up. It's kind of cool that racing anime actually are really damn good. I do actually want to check out the other Do you actually want to check out the other racing anime? I do believe it's called like One Gun Midnight or something. It's I don't know if it's I don't know if it's got like subbed over here because I've never ever seen it beforehand, but it's kind of cool because racing anime actually is goddamn good. Also, do want to get the games at some point of Initial D as well. Problem is, there's no way to get them cheaper than £40. It's kind of annoying. Oh. Oh. If I remember correctly, the main character is voiced by Shunaguri in Wangan Midnight as well. The 8-6. The mythical being itself. But what about Shingo though? What's he gonna do? The man had the biggest vibe check in the whole entire show as well. That's the problem. He had the biggest vibe check. Yeah, it actually is kind of interesting to see how much Keisuke has actually improved because there is a lot riding upon Keisuke's actual character as well. I do actually kind of like that they don't really antagonize any of the characters. They're just kind of there, and actually just kind of they kind of it's kind of good because there's no sense that this person is the actual like bad guy. If you get what I mean. Shingo's kind of an asshole, but he's still not like what you would associate with like an antagonist. I kind of like that with the show because all the characters actually do in theory have their reasons for being there. In essence, it does in theory kind of draw upon the idea of like the shonen structure. But at the same time, it doesn't really kind of have the exact same kind of tropes. I was gonna say if he's doing that a lot, wouldn't that kind of cause a lot more complications later on? Because I believe they said that in the original race between him and Nakazato as well. Not him, I mean Takumi. I swear they actually mentioned it in the original one, like how the wheels can in theory just give out at any point. You just don't know when. It's one of those things you're very careful with. I guess uphill it's not such a problem because uphill is more of a kind of a speciality, but downhill is kind of different because if you did that too much, then boom, I guess. Very supportive, bro. Very supportive, bro. Rain, very interesting. So I guess weather effects also themselves play a massive role into this whole entire thing. So interesting to see what weather actually does in 3D. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's kind of true though, because the wheels are probably like can skid on rain, can't it? It's one of the major issues when it comes to rain. Oh. 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 Oh, 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 shit. That's just... God, don't do that. Woo! I can't watch. I've got to watch anyway, but I can't watch. I can't watch. That's just... Oh, that's just... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, God. Christ. Christ. Bruh. By the hair, by legit hair. The hair length you want it. The hair length. Deadass, that corner was horrible to watch. I was like, no, I ain't watching this, I'm sorry. Looking away, but I have to watch anyway. Interesting. Interesting. A new race is born. A new race is born in the rain. That range is kind of dangerous. Especially if it rains quite a lot, bro. It's not just one of those things you just go, yeah, why not? Well, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can just go, yeah, why not? I'm going to undo it. But there is that kind of like the repercussions behind it. Oh, he's fired up. He's fired up. I mean, the rain is like one thing though. It's the problem. It's not liking the rain's one thing, but the rain's actually very, very dangerous in the wrong corner. That's a problem. If he loses his race, he's screwed. So the rain itself is a detriment to the whole entire race because he can't race normal. He can't race normally because, as we know, the rain is dangerous. It's not just something you take lightly. It's kind of explored to be taken lightly by some of the characters. One of those things you really can't take it lightly. It's something kind of dangerous in its own way because rain is dangerous. It changes the entire terrain itself completely. Like, you might know Akina in the way you actually know it, but once you actually put rain into the whole entire picture, it doesn't actually kind of feel exactly the same. It feels like something actually it's like one thing after another when you think about it. Because of the whole entire idea, it becomes something kind of scary. But who knows? I don't necessarily actually know quite yet what's going to happen here, but it's very interesting to say the least. It's not like it's not typical race, even more so than other races. Other races weren't typical themselves, but it's even more so. It's one of those things that it's constantly evolving the idea of actually how we see in the race itself. It's more or less like it's more or less different now. I like how we're actually changing terrain as well constantly. Like, we had the whole entire race taking place at Sui, if I remember correctly, and then that was completely different because you actually had obstacles in the way as well as actually racing. And now you actually have this race as well. Actually has a lot more going on. It's not just, by the way, here's a downhill race. It's more or less like here's a downhill race, but in the rain. So you kind of at that point, you're kind of wondering what's going to happen there. Like, is it going to be just an ordinary thing, or is it going to be one of those things that does kind of just change a lot of the possible eventual outcome of this whole entire narrative? Who knows? But it's actually a very interesting way to kind of ease into the actual final arc of the whole entire series. So I'm guessing it's going to be possibly next 2 episodes, and then the last 2 episodes will probably be, if it actually doesn't very happen, him against Ryosuke. But I like it a lot. I think actually it's kind of cool. Also, the thing to note as well is that Takami's very fired up as well. It seems as if the actual rain's picking up as well, so that's the other issue to note as well, like how the rain's actually picking up. It's not just, it's not a easy race. And as I always say, like, there's no easy races in this show, but this is even more, like, kind of alarming to say the least, because this one actually has a lot more going on than just your average race. This one actually has a lot more obstacles, and the weather can in theory play havoc into the entire thing as well. But again, it's one of those things, you have to wait and see what does in theory happen here. But I must say, really good episodes of Initial D. It evolved a lot of the actual characters themselves, and actually kind of gave us a very unorthodox approach to the actual race itself that might or might not kind of change, once again, how we actually see racing itself. I like the characters in the show. The characters themselves are really good because, in a way, they're human. I like Ikutani a lot as well. Ikutani, though he was kind of a big dumb boy, it's one of those things that he everyone's like that in a way. Everyone's kind of dumb like that. We just don't realize certain things, and stuff kind of falls through our hands like that. And I kind of like that characters are going through that kind of thing because it makes them more human. We actually understand they actually can make mistakes. It's not just smooth sailing for the whole entire thing. It's just like one of those things that is like life itself. And I like that this is almost like a journey of life. It's not just a show about racing. It's almost a coming of age storyline as well, and I actually kind of like that. This show, it evolves the show beyond where it is currently. Actually, kind of creates a kind of a more like interesting show out of it. So yeah, I really just can't wait to see what this show does in 3D towards the final stretch, pardon the pun, of this whole entire narrative. So yeah, that is me done for today. So, ご視聴ありがとうございます。僕の動画を面白いと思ったら、いいねやチャンネル登録をお願いします。So if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, leave a like because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you haven't enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, leave a sub because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on YouTube and doing free, leave a follow on Twitter or join Discord as well because both do quite a lot and both of them tell me when streams are live and any other streams I do as well. But until next time, some more initial D. See you guys later. Bye for now.